evening, and you're welcome to the Stitch and Star segment. I'm dancing. I don't know why, but I'm super excited today for whatever reason. I do not know, but maybe because I'm here and I'm here to share with you some pretty interesting things. And well, you're welcome to the Stitch and Star segment on the CR show. My name is Belinda Asiamah. If you're watching us live on GNTV. And if for any reason you are not able to watch us, you can just log on Facebook. You cannot watch us on TV. You can just log on Facebook on GNTV Ghana or the CR show on Facebook, and you can watch us live. So it's good to be back on your screens. It's so exciting. I really had fun doing what I did last week, and I got like really great reviews on the whole manners and etiquette and the examples and the experiences and all that. It was fun sharing these things with you, and I was actually motivated to share more. So today we are doing the part 2 on the manners and etiquette. And I brought some pretty interesting points, and I hope that you relax, you sit back, and you enjoy this particular episode on the manners and etiquette. So today my first point is wait for everyone to be served when you are at dinner. I went for dinner yesterday, and I was so hungry. I was so hungry, and dinner had been, only 2 of us had received our food, and we had to wait for the other 3 to receive theirs before we started eating. And we were just about to dig in, and then I remember, so I was like, this would be my first points for today. So the thing is, anytime you go out to eat or you go for dinner, try as much as possible to make sure that everybody is served before you eat. And if you were invited by a particular person, it's also really nice and appropriate to let the person start digging in first before you all follow. So when I invite you to my house for dinner, and maybe you are like a group of 6 people, and I haven't started eating, you cannot eat. It's a rule. So basically that is, whenever you have dinner or lunch or breakfast, just wait for everybody to be served before you dig in. No matter how hungry you are, try. Maybe you can get up and go look for a glass of water to keep the hunger down a bit as you wait for the others, or just get on your phone or chat or take pictures to keep your mind off the hunger if you are that hungry. So try as much as possible to wait for everybody to be served. And if the person who invited you hasn't started eating yet, you should dig in, unless maybe it's a really big event and the person is busy and they are roaming about, and obviously they can't be seated wherever you are seated to eat. That is totally fine. Just wait for everybody to be served before you start digging in. Secondly, hold on to the noise at home. Hold on to the noise. This is the topic for this second point. Hold on to the noise. I'm going to tackle it in different aspects. So if you have earbuds in your ears, okay, and you're listening to good music, and it's one of those cheap leaky earbuds that when the music is playing, like 3 people around you can hear what's going on, turn it down. You are invading someone's private space. Just try and turn it down. If you're not sure that's happening, just take one out and try and listen and see if you can hear it. It means that other people can hear it as well, and you should turn it down. And also, if you live in a really quiet neighborhood and you love playing loud music, you should learn to reduce it, because it's just too. I used to live in a very noisy neighborhood. Hey, like when you wake up at 4 a.m, like people are already awake. People don't sleep in the neighborhood. So we used to play really loud music. So my brother and I, we grew up really loving playing loud music, because nobody cares. Nobody will come and tell you are disturbing them. And then we finally moved from that neighborhood into another one, and the place is so quiet. Even when your phone is ringing, you feel like you're disturbing somebody. And if that is the case, you should try and turn it down. Yes, loud music can be nice sometimes, especially if you're excited about something, but really and truly, if it means stepping on someone's toes or disturbing other people, try and turn it down. Also, if you happen to wake up very early every day, and you are the type that gets stuff prepared, you are the housewife type, you need to cook for your kids, you need to get your kids ready and all of that, try and tone down the noise, because sometimes in our house you can hear people's kitchen utensils clattering at 4 a.m. You don't know what they are doing. They are washing dishes, if they are cooking. People are just making noise with utensils and doing really interesting things. Like, try and tone it down, because people are sleeping. You disturb people, you wake people up, you make them uncomfortable. So with the noise, that's it. And also, you should also cease screaming people's names if you live in a quiet neighborhood. I happen to wake up to Mame every morning. Mame. I don't know who the Mame is. It's the house behind my house. Every morning. That's like my alarm. So now I don't even turn on the alarm again. And I feel like you're disturbing public peace. Sometimes it gets really irritating. As much as it's funny, it gets irritating because you're disturbing someone, and it's really, really bad manners. You will not make your neighbors like you. If something is happening to you, they'll leave you to suffer it alone. So that's my second point. And then the third one is, don't show up empty-handed. This was on my list last week. I don't know how I didn't go through it. So don't show up empty-handed whenever you are invited to an event. I don't know why Ghanaians love that. I won't say like, but you love it when you are invited somewhere. You're going to eat on the person's account, but you don't think about the person. No matter how little, whatever it is you have, is take it to the person. I'm a firm believer of, if I'm invited somewhere and I don't have anything to give to the person, then I won't go, because the person is spending or doing something to make me enjoy. So I should also have something small. You know, sometimes you're invited for a party, you're invited for a dinner, you're invited for a wedding, and you go empty-handed. It's not nice. You should learn to give gifts. Learn. And as Christians, we are being taught every time to give, and these are some of the things that you can find yourself giving if you do not give freely on the streets or help people out with other personal issues. These are some of the ways you can give. So anytime you're invited somewhere, no matter how little, whatever it is you have, it could be a small bottle of wine, it could be a box of juice, it could be a pack of handkerchiefs, it could be something really thoughtful, or it could even be small money put in an envelope. You just write your name, it doesn't matter. Or it could be call credits. Oh, I know they're having this, and I know you'll be calling a lot of people, so take this 20 cedis credits. I mean, it's thoughtful. The person will appreciate the thought, not necessarily the gift. So don't think that anytime you're invited somewhere you have to get something gigantic for the person, so you rather go empty-handed because you know you can't get something so expensive for the person. Anything little will be well appreciated. Ghanaians, let's learn to give. Let's learn to go for events with full hands, not empty hands. So that's my third point. And then the fourth one is, be friendly and polite. I don't know, some people are just not nice people, and it is nice to be nice. Actually, there's a quote like that it is nice to be nice, and people are just moody and grumpy almost every time. They're just angry for no reason, and it's not nice. I think there's a part of the Bible that speaks about it. I don't know where, I didn't do my research, so I can't tell you. So basically, you have to be a nice person whether you like it or not. Not being nice is bad manners, and you can be nice in so many ways. I don't mean when you're walking on the street be doing all these things, no, but you can just be nice by showing little gestures. Oh, you mistakenly hit someone, oh, I'm sorry. And even if just sorry can is okay, but you can add, oh, I'm so sorry, then the person will know that you mean it. Or, oh, please, can you pass this to me? Or please, can you do, don't just act like you own the person, give me that, take this for me. The person is not your house help, the person is not your boy. You can't just command people like that. Always use please, use sorry, use thank yous when people do little gestures for you. And when you walk into spaces with people, don't feel like you own the place and just pass. Learn to greet people. Sometimes just greeting alone is refreshing, and then all the people there, if they were hostile towards you, they begin to relax around you because you give them that respect of greeting them before entering. So learn to greet. Sometimes you are sitting there and then someone comes to pass and they just walk past you, and then they go. Later they come back, hi, please, can you show me? Can I show you what? You didn't greet me. I know the other people at home will probably be nodding on this particular point because it's annoying. Even me that I'm young, it's annoying when someone passes by me and then they don't greet. And even if you are older, it's still nice to show respect. You can just greet. I know some of these older people, you feel like really, really entitled because you are old. I get it. But when you walk into a space and they're full of youths, you can still greet. It makes them feel warm around you. It makes them feel like they can talk to you. And it's a really good thing. So please learn to be friendly, learn to be polite, because eventually 6 feet, all of us. So my fourth point, is eat politely. Some people like clattering things and chewing when they are eating and making noise with calories. And learn to eat politely. It's nice. Eating politely is really, really good manners. Everyone appreciates good table manners. So whenever you are at a table eating with people or even alone, if you know that you have really bad table manners, you can try and when you're on your own, you'll be learning it, taking it a step at a time and learning one or two things. Keep your elbows off the table when you're eating, so you realize that when you're alone and you try doing those things, when you're amongst people, it comes naturally. Don't talk with food in your mouth. You need to stop it. It's bad manners. It's not good manners. I know I'm trying to mimic everything that I'm talking about. You don't do that, and avoid reaching across the table to pick something. You're sitting here and the thing is so far away, and you get up and you're making people uncomfortable by just stretching to pick that. You can just politely ask someone, can you please pass me the salt? Can you please pass me the stew? Can you please pass me the rice? That's how it's supposed to be done. So please learn, these good table manners. You can read more on table manners on Google, and you'll be amazed at some of the interesting things you find. So eating politely is good manners. So the next one is, don't be selfish at church or other social gatherings. This one, I know that I'm going to shake tables here, but I will say it. So, sometimes when you go for these concerts or these events and people are in the spirit and they get up, they get up forgetting that people are beside them, behind them, they are lifting their hands. I handle it, I receive it. It is good. You can receive it, you can handle it, you can do all of that, but not at the expense of blocking people's views. And sometimes someone is enjoying what is going on, especially maybe if there's a song ministration, and then you get up and you're singing and you're moving your body and you're waving and you're blocking people's views and doing certain things that is making others uncomfortable. I'm not saying don't do that. You can totally do that, but move from where you're sitting into the aisle or stand at the back. You can handle all of that there. You can receive all of that there. You can lay on the floor and say all the things that they say, the minister, whoever is saying. So don't try not to make people uncomfortable. Sometimes it's really bad. I remember it was the last year or so, I went for Greater Works and Nathaniel Bassi was ministering and people just got up. Yes, it is okay if everybody's getting up. That one, you try and get up because you also want to see. But if most of the people are seated and only you want to get up and block people's views and shout and say things, really, you're making someone else uncomfortable. By saying this doesn't mean that I'm not spiritual. I'm very spiritual, but you should also be mindful of the people around you. Don't be selfish. Don't handle it alone and collect all the handling and the receiving. Move into the aisle or move at the back. Do your dancing, do your screaming, do your shouting, do your receiving, but don't do it at the expense of making others uncomfortable or blocking their view. Is bad. Okay, listen to me to help you. So the next one is, say thank you more than once. This thing I learned it from somebody. I can't remember. I've been trying all day to remember this. So the thing is, when someone gives you something or someone does something really nice for you, it's good to say thank you there. That's what we all know. But then the moment you go the extra mile to say another thank you by calling the person the next day, which is usually the best thing to do, or sending a text the next day, it means that you really appreciated the person. Even if you didn't, learn to make it a habit. So next time the person is doing something for you, they will not hold back and say, we can't so I won't do it anymore. No, try and say thank you more than once. Make it a habit, and you look for me and you say thank you. You see, if you make this thing a habit, you're not going to struggle with anything in life. Say I receive it. So basically that's learn to say thank you more than once. And whenever someone gives you something and you don't like it, you see, you don't have to just give it away outrightly. You should just wear it. Even if you wear it out, wear it in your house, take a picture. Oh, you see the shoes you bought me, so nice, thank you. I just sent you the picture to show that I really appreciated it. That's enough. But sometimes you give people gifts and maybe they are wearables and you never see them wearing it. Do you know how the person feels? It's very painful. If you don't know, I'm telling you today that if you receive wearable gifts from people and then you don't wear it for the person to see, it's not a nice feeling. Maybe next time the person won't give you something wearable again. They'll probably move it into something else. So try as much as possible to take a picture, wear the thing, whatever it is, take a picture and send it to the person. Oh, this is what you got me. Doesn't it look good on me? Thank you so much. Just show appreciation so that the person will know that you really appreciated what they gave you. Even if you won't wear it again and you give it out, they've seen you in the picture with it and they're totally fine with that. So my last but one point is, whenever you go for an event and champagne is being served, or even when you go to church and communion is being served, wait. I've been to events where they've served communion. I'll use Greater as another example. And the moment they share the communion, people just, and then they go up and down. And then before they realize, the host had come and, okay, so let's have the wine and say, Lord Jesus, and you've already drank it. What are you saying? The thing is in your stomach. So please try and wait. I've also been to a wedding where, they gave us champagne and whatever, and we're holding the glass. There was supposed to be a toast. And before they came to stand there to start toasting, half of the people had drank the champagne. Hold on to it. It can be tempting, but just hold on. Or you can just take little sips, so that when they're doing the toast, you can also probably lift up your glass and say whatever it is, cheers to long life and all of that. And also with the communion. So learn to wait when it comes to these things. Learn to wait when it comes to all of these things. When it comes to drinking champagne or receiving communion, learn to hold on. Unless your church, you do it in a different style where you take it and you just gulp it down. That's fine. But if your church is the type of church where you take it and you hold on to it for some time, hold on to it. If you've never been to the church before, still hold on to it, because you don't know what their rules are, you don't know what they do, you don't know how they go about it. So hold on to whatever communion or whatever thing it is that you're supposed to take in till you hear the host or the pastor say, okay, so everybody lifts up there, you know that you're on the right track. So my last point for you is how to use your napkins, especially with the guys. For the ladies, we know that when we go for a dinner or wherever, we know that we are supposed to lay it on our laps. But the guys, I went for an event in Kufuori some 2 years ago, and it was an event for like really prominent people. I'm not going to mention names. It was for the government actually, and I was amazed when one man sat down, picked up a napkin, and then put it on his shirt. And everybody did the same thing. Everybody, even the women were doing it. It's wrong. This is on the screen. You're supposed to lay your napkin on your lap. It's not supposed to go in your shirt. The guys, I know that most of you do not know this, but this is bad manners. To put your napkin on your shirt, and also how to wipe it is all on the screen so you can see it. So it's not just for ladies to lay it on their lap, but for the guys too. So you both lay it on your laps, and then you know how to wipe. You wipe like you're British. That's how you do things. So basically, that's it. These are 10 amazing manners I brought to you. I think I'll wrap up on manners today. I know it's been a great episode. I love doing what I did, and I have an interesting quote for you on lifestyle, and it's basically this: as you reflect back on the previous weeks, months, or year, look for the moments you can celebrate too. Look for the moments you can celebrate too. There will be some, even if you have to look a little harder. So you are not the only one who's going through really hard times and tough times at home. I'm sure there's been one or two things. That's what they say: count your blessings and name them one by one. The mere fact that you're alive alone is enough hope for the future. So as you reflect back on the previous weeks, months, or year, look for the moments you can celebrate too. There will be some, even if you have to try and look harder. My name is Belinda, Asiamah. I don't want to say I do this every Saturday. They'll be like I'm copying me, but I do this every Saturday with Ninoy and Edith Akaho-Tay here in the GNTV studios. Catch you next week. But before I leave, my Instagram handle is biama_24, and on Facebook, which is not so active, I could see Asiamah. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.